Hi guys and gals out in YouTube land, Miss Beverly at you this evening with something a little bit different for Miss Beverly. Today I don't have for you a wig review because I got my very first sew-in weave. So I'm pretty stoked. My daughter had been pushing me. She wanted to get a sew-in, and you know, we've worn and we've been wearing so many different wigs, and I was kind of like on the fence about getting, you know, the sew-in, and I really didn't know that much about it, and I looked on YouTube and found, you know, researched out different types of hair and, you know, how they actually did sew-ins, and did they even do any on Caucasians, and how did that work, and da-da-da. So, I finally just said, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna try it. I'm just gonna try it, and so yesterday my daughter and I went for our very first sew-ins. Well, actually it wasn't her first, but it was my first. Because back in the day when I was getting, you know, weaves, I had a weave like in the early 90s, and it was bonded in, and not the cool, you know, fusion shit they have. I mean the old school glue that it always came up on the edge, and you kept putting a little glue on the end, and pretty soon, you know, you had this chunk on the end of the hair, you know, of glue. It was very, very different. So it took, I want to say, let's see, it took about 3 hours from start to finish, include braiding my entire head. And I've got like this little strip of hair out that's mine to cover the tracks, but I wanted to show you guys. Let's see if I can get in here, and you know how my lighting is, you guys, but here's the essentially what we've got going on. And it was, I mean, whoops, it's kind of a cool experience. I decided I'm going to do 2 videos, but the first one here I'm just going to talk about the hair. And I went to my wig store, and I mean, you know, the local hair store here in the San Francisco area, and I looked, and I mean, we're talking, you know, just hair every freaking where. All different kinds of wave patterns and not wave patterns, and yacky texture and silky texture, and, you know, yacky silky, and da-da-da-da. I mean, it just went on and on. And it took me a good while to try out the hair, because I mean, to check out the hair, because I didn't really know what I wanted. I knew in terms of wigs, you know, Virgin Remi hair, you know, is great quality, da 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 da. And I started looking at, they had the Saga hair, they had the Velvet hair, they had the Sensationnel hair, they had, you know, just, I mean, you know, it went on and on. So here's what I settled on. Now, this brand is not my favorite wig brand at all. And apparently there's more than one kind of the Goddess Remi as well. Now this is the gold pack, evidently, and there's a black or whatever, I don't know, but this is the gold one. And this is, this particular one, well, I had her save me a little strip so I could kind of show you guys. Here's the hair. It's just basic, just a body wave. Essentially, that's what it is exactly. It's a body wave. And I don't know if you guys can see this or not. And of course, obviously I didn't notice it because the hair was wrapped, you know, and I didn't see all of these little short hairs. I don't know if you can see that because you guys know how shitty my lighting is, but let's twist this way. The little short hairs across here. Oh, fuck. Anyway, so I didn't want to get something that was too curly, so I was like, you know, let me just get something with a little bump in it. And so that's what I did. So, Next time I'll probably go for something with a little more curl in it, to tell you the honest truth. But, you know, and I'm probably not going to ever buy this brand again. But this, I also didn't really know about, and the Korean people or whatever at the hair store were not terribly helpful either, because I didn't really know what or how much I wanted to purchase, you know, in terms of how long, how many packs, da-da-da. So, consequently, I ended up with 3 packs of 18-inch hair. Because 18 inches didn't sound like a whole lot of hair. And, yeah. Well, and you know, when you look at the weft, you see, you know, it's fairly thin on the weft. So I was like, oh, you know, I better get 3 because this may not be enough. So, $120 a pack. $120 a pack for this hair. Now, interestingly enough, all of the 18-inch Remi hair, whether it was the Saga or the Velvet or the whatever, they were all $120 a pack. So it wasn't that it was just this brand. It was all of them for this length were all that much. Yeah. They did give me 20% off, so I guess that made them just under $100 a pack, but, you know, whatever. So, I really am liking the sew-in, the quality. I mean, this is on there. I'm here to tell you it is on there. It is not coming off. I've already flat ironed it, and tonight I just put some curls in it, and I'm about to come back with a video. Because I figured, you know what, if anyone else is spending $120 a pack for this hair, you want to see if the shit curls, if it does this, if it does that. I mean, really. I know I do, and I didn't really find any videos that really express that kind of information. I found plenty of people talking about the quick weave, or the weave they had with it, but nobody really showing what the weave does. So I decided that, you know what, I'm going to come and do a video of that. So I just wanted to share this one first to let you guys know I got my first sew-in, and I like it. I like it. Now I'm kind of bummed because I've got 975 fucking wigs, and what am I going to do with them? And I have 5 more coming from Forever Young. Oh well. Maybe a contest will be in our future. I don't know. I don't know. It depends on how long this stuff lasts, you know. Because I'm a Caucasian and my hair is a totally different texture, and so forth from, for instance, African American hair, which they may be able to wear a weave for, you know, a couple months. I don't know that I'm going to fare that well, you know. I mean, if it only lasts me a couple weeks, I'm probably going to go right back to my wigs. If it fucks up my hair, my own hair, and pulls my own hair out or something like that, I'm going right back to my wigs. Because, you know, the reason for, you know, wearing the wigs and this hair and stuff is because I'm trying to grow my own hair out. So I don't want to, you know, have my own hair falling out because I've gotten, you know, this, you know, these braids that are so freaking tight, I look like I've had a facelift. But anyway, so stay tuned. I'll be back at you here in just a minute with a video so we can talk about how this hair curls. Okay? So, until next time, rock on. Bye-bye.